let's draw the line there. What's up guys, Jeff Cavalier, ATHLEAN-X.com. So yes, even I draw the line somewhere, and you should also, because the overuse of the lacrosse ball or even a foam roller when it comes to fixing all that ails us is a major problem that I see these days. And I think that when you're doing mobility work and you're trying to fix issues, especially sciatica, which I want to talk to you about today, you need to be much more prescriptive about it. It's not just, oh, take a lacrosse ball and smash everything. No, because if we look at the sciatic nerve, a lot of people will suffer from sciatic nerve pain, meaning the numbness or tingling that will go down the leg. You can see that before it comes out the back side here is a really big, thick nerve. It starts as kind of a combined grouping of all the lumbar nerve roots that come out here at different levels, and they feed down into that nerve. Well, the number one cause of sciatic nerve pain, or the most damaging cause, would be if you had a disc that was protruding, that was pushing on one of these nerve roots. That would cause you to feel the symptoms down the leg along the distribution of that nerve. Doing any kind of stretch that I show you here is not going to affect or improve that, because you're dealing with an issue higher than the issue I'm going to show you. However, if you come around the back side, if you're not dealing with a lumbar disc issue and you're getting sciatic nerve pain, it's called Piriformis Syndrome. And Piriformis Syndrome, you can see, is caused because this muscle right here, this small muscle called the piriformis, will compress the sciatic nerve. I told you it was big. Look at how damn big that thing is. It will compress this nerve, which will cause that numbness and tingling down that distribution of the nerve, like I already talked about. So we want to make sure that we're addressing this muscle to relieve the tension off of that nerve, but you're not going to do it with a lacrosse ball, and here's why. If I came down to the ground and I start taking this lacrosse ball, the first thing someone might do is they might lean over the side of it here and they start digging in. Now, the first thing you need to know about the sciatic nerve is it's not all that deep, surprisingly. So I can find a nook and cranny here that might allow me to actually make a pretty strong compression of that sciatic nerve and give me the symptoms right down the leg. And you might think you're doing the right thing, because you're like, oh, yeah, oh, that's where it is, that's where I need to be. No, you're actually compressing it and making it worse. So that's out. And then what they might do on top of it, which is even worse, is they might say, well, I know you got to stretch it, so you got to cross this over. Now, even though I don't have a sciatic nerve problem, I'm developing one in this video for you guys, because now what I've done is I've actually effectively thinned out that tissue because I've stretched it. So now the depth for me to get to get access to that sciatic nerve is even more effectively now made thinner, so I can get there a lot faster. So that's not good. And the same thing is done here with the foam roller. People will argue that you can distribute the forces over a wider surface area, which will fix this problem, but it really doesn't, because again, that nothing is changing here with the anatomy of what I just showed you. And especially when you start doing this and crossing over and getting right into that area, if you've got sciatic nerve pain, you're probably making things worse. So what can you do? Well, we do want to make sure that if that muscle that is tight, the piriformis, is causing compression on the nerve, you got to somehow relieve it. You can do that with a stretch, but you better be gentle. And unlike a lot of other stretches, like let's say a quad stretch, or even let's say a tricep stretch, when you're not dealing with the nerve issues that can become compressed by the tight muscle itself, you can be a little bit more aggressive with how hard you stretch those muscles. But when it comes to this one, you really have to be gentle. But consistency is the key. So what you do is you get yourself here into this 90-degree position here at the hip. And when you lean forward, you can already feel this stretching going on in that muscle without, hopefully, that real tight compression of the sciatic nerve. And the key is, as I turn to the side, is how you do it. If I lean forward here like this, I'm not really stretching the piriformis at this point, because I'm not really influencing the position of the hip. I'm working on the position of my low back here. If I want to get hip action, then I need to make sure that my low back stays extended, and I go out here and I kind of post up about the 2 o'clock position to my knee. This would be 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock. I post up over here, and then I just lean in that position by trying to keep my lumbar spine up nice and tall. So I'm trying to stick my chest out as I lean out in this direction. And now I can feel that stretch. I would back off just a tad so that I feel a nice, comfortable stretch here, and I hold it for about 45 seconds to a minute. Then I kind of let it relax, and I come back here and I do another rep. Again, consistency multiple times a day. And you'll notice that over time, you'll be able to kind of creep your chest further and further out over the knee while still keeping that arch in the lumbar spine. But the key here is stop grabbing this damn lacrosse ball and rolling everything you think you need to roll, because it's not the solution to everything. Be much more prescriptive about what you're doing. You're going to get better results, and you're probably going to stay safer and feel better in the long run. Guys, if you found this video helpful, make sure to leave your comments and thumbs up below. Tell me what other things you'd like me to cover here on this channel, and I'll do my best to do that. I know mobility, flexibility, there's a lot to cover in that area. Again, as a physical therapist, I think you need to know what you're doing there before you just start doing everything people tell you to do. All right, guys, we'll be back here again in just a few days. Our ATHLEAN-X program, everything you need to do step by step over at ATHLEAN-X.com. All right, see you soon.